Hi everyone, today is my 500th video and I wanted to share a little rare treat with you. This is Babe Ruth's home run story, told by Babe Ruth, and it's played on my Strand Victrola from the early 20s. Hope y'all enjoy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see before you? No, that's wrong. But they say you have before you your illustrious but very humble servant, Babe Ruth. As you know, I am a baseball player and a specialist in home runs. I've made a record in home runs, and now I am making a record of quite another kind. I hope you'll stand for it and like it as much as you did the other. As a matter of fact, I am quite unused to this sort of thing. I am more at home on the diamond than on the disc. However, they tell me I can do almost anything when I'm really wound up. And they tell me also that it's the easiest thing in the world to get wound up on a phonograph, so here goes. I see by the papers that Babe Ruth, that's me, is what is known as a popular hero. One of the papers even refers to me as a Superman. I'm not quite sure what that is, but I've often found myself in the soup, so perhaps that makes me a Superman. But to return to that popular hero stuff, it seems that the great big American public likes to have a speech from its popular heroes. I haven't been able to deliver speeches on the diamond. I've been too busy delivering wallops. Thousands of fans have seen me swinging the stick, and millions have seen my handsome face in the papers. But mighty few have ever heard me make a speech, so here I am facing a phonograph horn for the first time in my life, and believe me, folks, I'd rather face the most dangerous pitcher in the league. I feel like smashing that darn thing. It was a bit of leather, you'd hear some concussion. I suppose you folks want to hear some real inside stuff about baseball. I'll give you a short history of my life. So, I was born when quite a little chap. In fact, I was very little when I was born. I can remember it all right. I used to accompany my parents on their evening walk. And when they thought I'd walked far enough, they'd say, "Now, babe, run home." They said it to me every night, and those words, "run home," put the idea of home runs in my noodle. The rest was easy. All I had to do was to join a big league outfit and make a specialty of home runs. You see how easy it was once having made up my mind? When I go into a game, I go in what is called the psychological frame of mind. One thing is psychology. When my psychological frame of mind meets the psychological moment, the psychological wallop follows. That's how it's done. I make it a rule never to miss an opportunity of hatching another notch in that darned old home run record. What, never, babe? No, never. What, never? Well, hardly ever. Well, as I was saying, I'm not accustomed to public speaking, and folks, I have to conserve my energies for tomorrow's game, and I guess you've heard enough about my smashing record. I suppose if I don't quit, you'll want to smash this one, so goodbye and good luck.
Thanks for watching.